Yo, 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 what it is. It's DJ Bree Real back with another video explaining how to play an instrument. Last week we had our lesson on hurdy-gurdies, and this week we're going back to our traditional roots of concert instruments, and that is the tuba. Now, what we've got here is our tuba case. As you can see, the latches here are facing downward. The little flappy guy is facing down so that we don't dent our brand new tuba. What we're going to do is flip it open, then we can... there we go. Now we have our tuba sitting in front of us. In order to pick it up properly, let's take the mouthpiece out first, so it's just one less thing we have to worry about. Place it on a stable surface. Then we're going to pick our tuba up right above the valves, is what these are called. Well, below, I suppose. This is where I like to grab it. Now we've got our tuba picked up. This is really heavy. Now, if you're like me, and the tuba is really heavy, I also recommend picking it up with two hands. I was just holding my telephone in the other hand, so I wanted to use one and look really buff. Now our last step to putting our instrument together is putting the mouthpiece inside the lead pipe. What you want to do is pop it in, then give it a little 1/8 inch twist. Otherwise it will come out on top of you, and then it'll hurt, and then it'll dent the mouthpiece, and we don't want that. But now our instrument is all put together. Now that we have the tuba in our hands, let's make sure our body's in the right place, just super quick. On professional footwear reference, making sure our feet and our legs are about shoulder width apart, then we're resting our tuba either in between our legs or on top of a leg, whichever is more comfortable. The thing with tuba is that you want to be as comfortable as possible. It's a giant chunk of metal that's really heavy, so let's make it as easy for ourselves as possible. Resting it wherever comfortable, bringing it to your face wherever comfortable, whether it be something like this, or something like this. Now, finally is our hand position. Our right hand over here, the one that makes, that does not make an L when you hold it up to yourself, fun fact. It goes, or your pointer finger on this valve, your middle finger on this valve, and your ring finger on this valve. So bring, bring, your pinky just chillaxes, and then your thumb, I like to put it underneath here. There's the back view. Swag. Now, our left hand, the one that does make an L, you can hug the instrument, you can grab it over here. Again, whatever's more comfortable for you. Now that we have this massive hunk of metal in our hands, let's figure out how to play it. The most important part of a tuba when playing it is the right amount of air that you're blowing through. We don't want the weenie air. We need super duper strong air so it's able to travel through all of this tubing and out of the massive bell at the top. Now, in order to take a deep breath, I want you to imagine that you have, once you've taken in all of the air, you have wings sprouting out of your back. And what you want to do right after you suck in all of that air is immediately blow it out. So let's try it. Breathing from our stomachs and not from up here. Alright? Just immediately out. You could try that a few more times if you feel like you need to. But let's just try blowing air through the instrument. Nothing with our mouths. It takes a whole lot of air, and now that we know how much air that we need, we can start finagling things with our mouth until we can start getting a noise out. And that's our first note, concert F. Now that we know how to play one note, we can figure out how to go higher and lower. If we want to go lower down, we can kind of unfirm our mouth a bit. So you can take that little journey down, meow, because that'll help you figure out the partials of the instrument, where different notes come out when you firm or unfirm your lips. In order to go up, we do the opposite. We firm our lips a little bit more. And you can mess around with different notes and stuff, and different valve combinations to get all the different notes you need. Now that we know the basics of tuba playing, I'm going to play a little ditty that you might be able to play after you've been working on tuba for a bit. I'll try to keep my valves nice and in view so you can follow along if you want to. I'm going to play a starting note. So those are about the basics that you need to know about tuba, and from there, your methods book and your teacher should be able to guide you further. Remember, when you get frustrated that you are making this just like pile of tubing make noise, and sometimes it sounds good, anything that comes out is better than nothing. Thanks for tuning in to another DJ Bree Real vlog. I'll catch you next time, probably in like woodwind methods would be my guess. Into the bell you go. Meow.